Good morning, those on the recording or whatever time it is where you are listening to this. And welcome to our slow flow this morning. And we're going to get right into it. So, just finding yourself a comfy seat. Maybe you're sitting up on a block or a bolster. Maybe the sitting bones are resting down on the floor. Finding a comfortable seat where the knees are happy and we feel like the lower back raises out of the pelvis with a nice natural curve. And breathing in deeply, raising the shoulders towards the ears. Exhaling, slowly drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Maybe a little light engagement in the tummy. Inhale, maybe a nice morning stretching feeling. And maybe a sigh on the exhale as we gently draw the shoulder blades together. And just one more, these nice sort of morning movements. Maybe the arms float up. Circle down, shoulder blades coming down. Gently resting the palms or the back of the hands on the thighs. For now, whichever configuration, just makes your shoulders feel a little bit more open and soft. And I've been thinking a lot about how yoga teachers tend to use the elements as examples, and we say the earthiness of this or the fieriness of that. And it's maybe a little wishy-washy and unscientific for some, and that's okay. When I started, I didn't want any metaphysical content in my yoga. I just wanted to move. But equally, I think that whether it's scientific or not, we all understand these ideas of earthiness is this stable base, this ability to take a knock, and fire is this will to conquer, to overcome, to change the state of things. And it kind of makes sense. And then kind of based off what someone else brought into a class this week, I thought, what if there was an element more of life, of maybe of plant life or single cell life, this simple life, the fungus that's all around us, that surrounds us, but is also, I think, perhaps 50% of our body weight when you look at our microbiome. And so this head creature that feels like it looks out from our eyes shares its vessel with, trillions of other little beings. And I thought that's a pretty fun and interesting concept. So maybe this plant element is vibrancy and it's growth, and it's also community, and it's interacting with an unseen and vast network around us and sustaining and being sustained by that network. So perhaps this morning we will be little plants together. Hopefully that'll brought a little smile to your face. And now let's start moving. We've only got an hour together. Let's inhale those hands up. Maybe blink the eyes open. And just raising the eyes and the forehead to gently look up between the hands. Check in with the back of the neck. Might be a bit stiff. It's the morning. Exhale. Bring the palms down like you're dragging the fingers down the silk curtain, sliding the fingers down the silk curtain. And rolling the chin to the chest. Bring the hands down and back. And perhaps this rolling over continues. The spine is making a bit of a C shape. And let's raise up again. So we'll start from the tummy, lifting, stacking the vertebrae. Chin comes up with the hands and we look up. Exhale to circle the hands behind and interlink the fingers, drawing the hands away from the body and rolling the shoulders back. Take another nice inhale. Open the chest a little bit more, tiny baby back bend. Exhale again, we're dropping the chin to the chest. And we're rolling into our C shape, and maybe this time those interlinked hands lift away from the body. A small amount, or maybe a medium amount if it's there. Inhale, lift the chest again. And this time rolling forwards. Exhale, let go of the hands. Place the hands in front of you. And it's a soft forward fold. Forehead moving towards the mat. Just arriving wherever it arrives. Your forehead might be on the mat. You might be on stacked hands or a block, or you might just be at a gentle 45-degree angle. Inhale. So if we can start this movement, lifting from the tummy so that the engagement of the tummy just brings the hands off the floor. We don't push off the floor. Again, inhaling up the hands, and then we're twisting to the right. Left hand to right thigh or knee, right fingers landing behind us. Inhaling to find space between each vertebrae, and then as we exhale, twisting from the very base of the spine, just a little bit more. Inhaling to center, unravel the spine. Exhale, we're winding it up the other way. Imagining you could move each vertebrae one at a time from the very lowest to the very top. One more exhale here, softening into your twist. And then inhaling, unraveling the spine again. One more twist again to the right. This time, see if you can hook the fingers of the left hand over the top of the thigh. Leave that hand where it is. Inhale, right hand up and over, side bending left hand gripping right thigh. Lovely. Inhale, find space in the lower spine and the ribs. Exhale, side bend a little deeper if it's there. Inhale, both hands up. Exhaling, twisting left. Inhaling, right hand up. Side bending to the other side. Definitely intended to mirror you there, but I think I got lost somewhere. Make sure you side bent to both sides. Inhale to center. Exhale the hands down. And we're going to come onto the back. So if you're sitting on a prop, put that to one side. Scooch the feet out in front. Inhale the hands forward. And gently exhale. Roll the spine down onto the mat. At a nice steady pace. If you need to use your hands to support you, of course, use your hands. So just bring the fingertips onto the body. You start moving the knees to left and right. And see if there's any place you're drawn to put your hands. Anywhere that it might be nice to massage out a little bit around with the fingers. And then we'll come to a little supine pigeon. So let's pick up the right foot. Circle out through the ankle, squishing the toes. And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. Inhale here. And then exhale. See if you can draw this left thigh towards you. So rather than going and grabbing the leg straight away, see how far you can bring that leg in just using the activation of the left leg. Pause here. Inhale, then exhale. Push that right ankle into the left thigh as if you're pushing the left thigh away and resist. So you're squeezing the left knee in and you're pushing the right ankle, the right leg away. Flex the toes strongly back towards the knee on both feet. This will help keep the knee safe. Now maybe you can push so hard with the right leg that you can move the left leg away. If the back starts hurting, come back a little bit. So we're resisting. We're pushing the left thigh into the right foot, and we're pushing the thigh away with the right foot. Relax the right leg. Inhale, left knee back towards you. And one more time. So pushing the left knee away with the right ankle, whilst resisting as strongly as we can, using that left thigh. And this is a really interesting kind of compound relax. Inhale it back in, both feet down. That's kind of compound strength building, fascia stretching idea. And I picked up during the week, and I think it's really, really effective for building strength and flexibility. So we're going to take that on the other side. So again, we're crossing now the left ankle over the right thigh, inhaling onto the toes of the right foot, left leg soft, exhaling, drawing that right knee towards us. Let's get the feet switched on here. Draw the toes back towards the knee. And then first it's this static, squeezing the knee in, moving the ankle in. So we're very, very engaged here. Our legs are working very hard. Obviously, any funny feeling in the knee, you soften it off. And then we're drawing the right leg away with the left leg, keeping an eye on the engagement of the belly, the lower back, on the core, really stable and immobile. Soften, exhale it back in. And one more time, this is slow. You could be shaking a little bit here. It should be strong here. Slowly drawing it away. So we're really strengthening these hip muscles, these quads, and the core, whilst hopefully leaving the psoas soft. Draw it in. And the lower back happy. Let it go. Let's get the feet up in the air. Let's give the feet a little shake out. Really nice. We're going to come to a bit more core work here. So you can find your level. And it's either going to be knees bent, hands down, legs coming towards straight or straight. And the top level might be to lift up the head and the shoulders. Just finding what's good for you. We don't want the lower back in any discomfort whatsoever. And we're just lowering the legs down. So we might be just here. And it's all about, don't reach with the heel, open the hip. And let the hip, the heel, the foot move from the opening of the hip. So again, if we're up here, we're not thinking swinging. We're thinking opening the hip, and the work's happening here. So, and there is the two-sided one. Absolutely. If that's what you need this early in the morning, you can go ahead and take 2 legs. So wherever you're at, we'd like to take, maybe let's say 10 more. Opening the hip, inhaling the leg back up. Really being honest with yourself. Is the lower back doing the work, or is the tummy doing the work? If the lower back's doing the work, you're just going to get a sore lower back. Better to take smaller movement, keep it honest, build the strength. Really nice. Feet back up in the air, get the hands up in the air as well. Dead bug asana. Everything flopping about. Everything flopping about, shaking it out. Really nice. Okay, stretch. And we'll come out into a dish pose. Toes reaching away. Maybe the head and shoulders lift, maybe they don't. Inhale it up. Fingertips towards toes. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Bend the knees. Head and shoulders down if they're up. Relax. Oh, that was all a bit core-tastic, wasn't it? Let's just rock the pelvis from side to side. Massaging the top of the pelvis, sacrum. And we'll come for our bridge. So, feet are facing straight away from me. The second toe is facing straight forwards. The heels are broadly underneath the knees. Shoulders are set. Backs of the hands down. Roll the pelvis so that the lower back flattens onto the mat, what they call imprint in Pilates. As we exhale, it's like we're sliding the feet away, sliding the feet under a rug, opening up through the top of the back. And again, we're looking for that happy lower back, and we're getting that with the engagement of the feet moving away, the shoulders rooting down, tummy working. And maybe we reach the fingertips to the ceiling here. Draw the elbows down, fingertips, forearms upright. And maybe we can use the elbows pressing into the floor a little bit to raise the hips just a little bit. Feel the glutes really switch on now. We're going to roll the spine back down. So we're exhaling, placing each vertebrae down in turn, rolling it out. And ready for another round. Inhale. Set the pelvis. Exhale, energy, feet going away from you. Raising it up. Bring the elbows in. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs like you're gripping a block. Exhale, roll it out. Lay it down like a sheet of fresh pasta dough you don't want to tear. Really just smooth. One more. Tilt the pelvis. Inhale, exhale. Energy through feet. Quads on. Adductors on. Glutes on. Open the heart. Breath moving nice and easily. In and out. Maybe open the heart just a little more. Lift the hips just a little more. And exhale it out. Roll out your sheet of dough. Wiggle out the knees. Lovely. And let's roll on the spine a little bit. So maybe the hands come to the back of the thighs. And let's get this rock and rolling up and down the spine going on. When you're coming forward, see if we can get a little bit of hang time. And we're really nice and soft here. You're just pausing at the top. Maybe you extend the hang time a second or two more. And roll it back. And this time, stopping the softest of soft bridges. Check that you're really, really, really yummy and soft there. And then exhaling, we're dropping the knees to the left and we're rolling back. And we're inhaling, center, really, really soft. Only thing working is the tummy. Exhaling, knees to the right. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale it up. Now, maybe we can bring the hands to the back of the thighs here. Maybe the hands flow. And we'll just take a few breaths in our Navasana, wherever that happens to be this morning, in our boat. Possibly to bring our plant theme in, we could be sailing on a sea of plankton. Oh, yes. Stretch it out a bit. Stretch it out a bit. Really nice. One more breath. In, full, exhale. Flop it out. Just come forwards. Hug the knees. Rounding the spine. Draw yourself up. And let's come on to all fours. And let's get that spine really juiced up now. So coming to some free movement with the spine here. Toes are tucked, wrists under shoulders. Knees under the hips. And you can see here, I'm just drawing the hips from side to side, engaged through the hands, through the feet. And maybe it's a bit more of a wiggle. I'm bringing the head into it, so curving the spine from side to side. Maybe you're doing something completely different that just feels great, and I'd really encourage that. And then maybe there's some sort of spiraling, twisting actions. You're dancing some sort of hot Latin dance rather than hanging out in a cold house. A really sensuous and expressive wiggle about, and then settle it down again. A little bit for the wrists here. Toes tucked, and we're just pushing off, and we're just leaning over the wrists. Now, for everybody, there's going to be a different amount of travel here. At some point, it's going to hurt. Try not to stay in the place of it hurting. Exhale back. Maybe move the knees away. Inhale it forwards. Fingertips are really gripping the mat here. Exhale back. Maybe send the bum all the way back. Mini child's pose. Stretch the lower back. Crawl the hands away a hand length. Inhale, round it forwards and keep coming forwards, keep coming forwards. Your back bend. Tuck toes, sort of almost an upward dog there. Exhale it back, bending those elbows back, pushing the hands forwards. And now our waves, our dynamic cat-cows. Inhaling, lifting from the belly, hands light, flowing forwards. We reach the top, chin lifts, bum lifts, exhale back. This is wave, curling forwards, exhaling back, sticking the bum in the air. And it's a cat-cow, but it's moving. And you probably noticed that the inhale and exhale positions are reversed from your sort of bog standard cat-cow, and that's okay. Now, how do we play with this? So we've got a few options for play here. What if we energize, what if we strengthen left foot and right hand? And what does that do to your movement? There's no right answer here, there's no wrong answer here. But some sort of lateral component is brought in by pushing through opposite ground contact points. Change it. Right foot and left hand. Still moving with the breath. I'm probably moving forwards and back in one inhale though. So this doesn't need to be strictly one breath, one movement here. And now our last little bit of play with this dynamic cat-cow is, can we scooch it forwards and scooch it very low and back and float it forwards and maybe dip into one elbow and then flow back very low. Inhale forwards and low into the other elbow. Just find the place that's good for you. And then exhale it back. So we might move the hands in a little bit and it might be smaller. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this, moving the body weight mainly with one of the arms in. Building some strength around the shoulders, the delts, triceps. Inhale it forwards one more time and give the head a nice shake. Let the face be floppy like a cartoon dog with a sad face. Droopy the dog. And now, yes, just extend the legs away. So when I'm bringing my leg back here, resisting the temptation to roll the hip and fly the leg in the air, I'm pushing the door shut behind me. The hips stay flat. Lower back's not involved. And we're just kicking that door shut. When you're ready, add the hand, left hand up, right foot up. Exhale, knee and elbow under the body, curl it in. Inhale away. Keep the trunk as still as possible. Exhale it in. Inhale it out. This time we're going to grab the foot if it's available. Bend the knee. Open it out. And using the pressure of the foot into the hand, open the shoulder. So the left shoulder is getting drawn back. Open the chest. Gently let go of the foot. Replace the hand. Exhale, leg back. Draw the knee in. Little wiggle. Always recommend a little wiggle, really, whenever you can get one in. Toes are strong here. It helps to engage. And that foot is going back. Add the hand. Exhale, draw it in under the body. Inhale it away. Exhale it under the body. Inhale it away. And again, we're grabbing the foot. So exhale, bending the knee. Up to fall into. What? Have you lost me? What's happened there?